storyteller's butt. When you climax,
Oh god.
Oh.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's do it right now.
What? Let's do it right now. When I was getting a physical to play football, I think
I've never been fondled.
the RN, which obviously they check you for a hernia. And before she did, she's like, "Everything okay with your balls?" I was like, which I think she said because it was a 14-year-old kid, but
Well, see, here's the thing. I've always heard stories about that. Why is that so funny? It's the truth. They're checking for testicular cancer.
It's so funny.
no. She wasn't doing that. She was checking me for a hernia.
Well, they're checking you for both.
Well, probably.
'Cause they're looking for
because,
lumps, right?
No, because
They're like all.
you can't. When they check for a hernia, they just
Don't they grab it? Or?
no. Have
See,
you?
I've never
I
had it
told
done.
you. Garfield and Friends from Pickle
Oh.
Fanboys.
Now, which one?
The second one, not the
Yes.
first one.
This one.
Times ahead.
Yeah, they hate that one.
one.
There are two
It's
actual
two-
songs.
it's two of
Oh,
them.
The
well,
second
that's what
one,
he sent me a picture.
Ready?
Ready
Ready?
Two.
to
Party!
We're ready
to party.
We're
ready. Dun, dun,
I hope you bring lots of spaghetti.
dun, dun.
Come on down to Garfield and Friends. Come on in. It's time to party with Garfield,
Garfield
and
and
Friends. And then I think there's another
I love
verse.
how we all know that one.
I think there's another verse.
There
in it.
is. There's a little bit more to it. I have a list of movie titles that were almost called something else. Star Wars Episode 6 was almost called Revenge of the Jedi. We know this, right?
Yep.
I mean, we're nerds. Alex might not have known that.
I was like, what are you talking about? It's not Revenge of the Jedi.
No,
it's
no.
Return. I was like, bitch, you ain't no nerd.
Head cheese.
Head cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Alex?
I have no idea.
Yep.
Yeah!
Why,
Nice.
Why head cheese?
Because I remember there's in the Texas Chainsaw, the remake in '01, they go into that rest stop
Mm-hmm.
and there's a pig's head
Yep.
in the display case, and head cheese is a boiled. You boil
How
a
did you
pig's
make
head.
that freaking connection, Brett?
That is a photographic memory. at
Oh
work.
my god.
What is the McGangbang?
McDonald's McGangbang. Simply order a McDouble and a McChicken. The McChicken sandwich is placed directly inside the juicy McDouble, buns and all. So if a normal McDouble doesn't quite fill you up, take the chance by combining a McChicken McDouble from McDonald's secret menu.
So then, do you just order the two different pieces, or do you?
You
Order
say,
a
I want the surf
McGangbang?
and turf, and they'll give you the two.
And they'll give you the two and you put it together. I'm not into the fish thing, but I think I would do the McGangbang.
Yeah.
That does not sound right at all. You know what, honey? Let's try a McGangbang.
Are you bringing that to the table, Alex? Are we
We
having
can
this
set it on
discussion?
the table and do it right here on the podcast. Try a McGangbang on the podcast.
Wow. Wow.
So Die Hard started a
I
trend.
hate Speed 2.
Why?
It's pretty
It's
bad.
horrible.
It's kind of like, it's more of a watch it because it's laughably bad.
Yes.
There are a few parts that I thought Sandra Bullock was pretty funny.
She's a great actress, but she sucks in that movie.
She cuts open the door with the chainsaw and then she's like revving it. Can you guys get out?
If you back up with the saw,
What?
if you back up with the saw, we'll give it a try.
It's so bad.
It is very bad writing. It is
Oh,
very bad.
Bad.
But I always thought of it as more of an action type than a funny movie, and it turns out this, like, as an adult watching it, it's a terrible
It's
film.
horrible.
That was a great
That's great.
quote of by
Yeah.
John. I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh shoot! You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give
horse?
me time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't
Do it.
move.
Put your
Oh shoot!
Ah! Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there. Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
We're doing some friggin' Christmas trivia. Well, I
Bring us
asked
before every show.
Josh if that was lemonade. And he's like, no.
No.
And I'm like, is it water? And he's like,
No.
no. And I'm like, is she supposed to chug it? And he's like, no.
No.
not really.
Well, I mean, I can. It's just I'm really thirsty.
Welcome back to PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 338. It is also significant.
It's very significant. This is
Yeah.
our 7-year anniversary. Very big. 7 years.
Technically, it's like 2 days before.
2 days before, but we're not
The
gonna.
20th, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not gonna record on Thursday. So
Right.
yeah.
So yeah,
happy-
close enough.
Happy 7 years.
7
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, and in promotion, actually, we're doing a whole thing on our shop channels. Type in 7-year all caps, and you will have free shipping until
Cool.
the
Is
end of May.
that the 7 is spelled out like SEV,
No,
or is
number
it
seven.
just the number 7
number 7
years.
years in caps?
Yep.
We'll get you what?
Free shipping.
Free shipping.
Yeah,
Shit, I'm gonna buy some stuff.
actually,
Because
we
that
need
goes
to-
for us too, right? We
we-
get
yeah,
free shipping.
Well, no, we get discounted rates, insider rates, but that's
Oh. not
the same.
Okay.
I don't actually mark up our stuff.
I know. I feel bad.
We don't
marking
make.
things up.
We don't make. We don't make a. We penny pinching.
We make. I know we make pennies. There's not really nothing.
So
but
we haven't had.
it's
a-
more of the appreciation of people buying and wearing our merch.
Well, it's what bought our soundboard.
That's. Well, I guess some of it went to the soundboard.
Well, and you always say that
And our
you
merch.
reinvest
We
all
have.
the money that you make.
Well,
Yes.
we have because we
Reinvest
actually
in some
lost
way.
our soundboard a couple years
Well,
in.
it fried, didn't it?
It fried over
Yeah.
because we kept it plugged in at all times. So we wound up buying. It went up in price too, so it
Yeah.
wasn't the
Did
same.
did you get the same one or?
It's the same one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same one, but
Looks smaller though.
I don't. It could be more detailed.
Oh,
But
okay.
it was basically like we had to shell out the cash for that one again. We haven't gotten new mics yet.
Well, if it
I
ain't
like my
broke,
mic.
Don't fix it.
Yeah, I mean, Alex and I are planning on getting a mic for our stream and one that we can do RGB with. It's gonna be
Mm.
pretty sweet that we can do colors. What are you thinking of? Green?
Or she's
What's
not,
RGB?
It's
LED
RGB. It's
lights?
it's the colors.
You can change the lights.
It red.
Like-
Oh,
no.
so it really is for lights? I thought really like we could do RGB with. I'm like, is that a type of game? I don't know.
It's a game type, and you better be prepared, Alex. You're gonna be
I
a
was
pro
like, what
at
the
it.
hell is RGB?
So if you want like a
I thought we were
pink,
just gonna get a colorful mic.
Well, it does it stand for red, green, blue because
Yeah.
those are the primaries, right?
yeah, those are the
Yeah.
primaries on an LED strip. You can't really get a true yellow.
Okay.
So that's why when the OLEDs came out, they had true yellow.
Ah.
I don't want a mic that does this, like a boom that's over here. I actually talked to him about getting a mic that comes down
From above.
from
Well, you
from
can
above.
mount it to the back of the desk.
That's what we're gonna
Do
do.
you remember
Or
when
that.
the Sharp TVs came out with
Yeah.
Quattro
That's what I was
and it
talking about, the
was
Quattro.
red, blue, green, and
Yeah.
yellow? That was
Yeah.
a big marketing thing
Yeah,
with them. So.
but that only lasted for a short
Yeah,
period.
I don't
Sharp
even-
sucked.
well, I
as soon
don't
as-
think they make Sharps anymore.
Sharp went downhill. I
You're
remember
talking about like Sharper Image?
Oh, no, Sharp TVs.
Sharp.
The
Sharp
brand
TV.
Sharp.
Sharp.
My parents have the same 65-inch that they got in like 2011, and it still works.
That's a Sharp.
Yeah.
I had a Sharp that was. I traded it in from a Vizio. Vizio was much better. So
Yeah.
I love the Vizio brand, but nowadays we're all about whatever Samsung, Vizio.
I can't believe the one they have still works. Like, and it's massive.
You know,
too,
you're
just
saying this, and
the
it's going to
size.
break.
Hope not.
I mean, how long? 15, 14 years?
Yeah.
Wow. It's crazy. But anyways, so our 7-year anniversary, I got some stats I want to go over. Then Alex actually wants to go over. She took some
I put
images.
some stuff together.
She put some stuff together.
Cool.
So I want to give some shout outs to this is by SoundCloud. So if there's some other people who are listening or watching from other places, it's different because YouTube doesn't give me this algorithm as much as SoundCloud does. SoundCloud, we've had 7 years of data. So I want to give these shout outs to these main cities and countries. So top 10 cities in the United States and the world, actually. We do have an international city that made the top 10.
Really?
Yes. So the number one, can you guys just a guess? Number one.
Florida.
I mean, no.
I don't know.
This is city.
Oh,
Just a
city?
Yeah.
Omaha, Nebraska.
No, but
I just picked
I don't
somewhere in
even
the
think
middle.
Omaha is even on there.
Give
No.
a region. Like Midwest.
Midwest.
Oh, Midwest. I guessed Midwest.
You did.
Pure South Dakota.
South Dakota's not on here.
Oh, dang. Okay. I have no idea.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Columbus, Ohio.
Are you
Is
serious?
I
Number
almost guessed
one.
Ohio?
Ohio City.
Our number one listeners are in Ohio.
Columbus.
Shout out to Columbus.
Do we know people in Columbus?
I don't know, but that is our number one.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Columbus.
Columbus, Ohio. You guys are our
Nice.
number one. Number two is San Francisco, California.
That's crazy.
I wonder why.
Well, I mean, we've got a couple friends there. I don't know.
I mean,
where
just
else.
the fact. I mean, we've got at least got a couple people we know there.
But this is coming from SoundCloud, not necessarily coming from iTunes or Spotify.
Yeah.
Right.
So that
Yeah.
that data might be coming from elsewhere. So if you're listening on a different platform, it might not be pulling from that. Number
Yeah.
3 is Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Mhm.
Number 4 is San Jose, California.
More
We don't
California.
nobody in
I
San
don't know
Jose.
anyone in San Jose.
So this is crazy. Like all of these people around the United States have listened to us.
Okay.
Ashburn, Virginia is number 5. I had to look that one up because it only gives you the town. So I was like, what's Ashburn?
Mm.
I'm guessing it's Virginia because that's the most popular Ashburn, but it could be a different state. But
Okay.
Ashburn, Virginia is what I guessed on that one. So if you're from Ashburn and you're listening to us and you're like, hey, no, it's this one, let us know because I don't know. Screen is black.
No, it's not. Dad,
Okay.
you have to restart your YouTube.
Okay, so we gotta comment on YouTube. Number 6 is Mountain View, California. Number 7 is Indianapolis, Indiana. Number 8, Chicago, Illinois. Number 9, Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, more
More
Ohio,
Ohio.
man.
Yep.
Okay.
Number 10 is our international listeners from Dublin, Ireland.
Ireland. Nice. Thank
So
you,
isn't
Ireland.
that awesome?
Dublin, Ireland.
That's our top 10 in 7 years. So that's kind of crazy that we got that data to pull.
That's awesome.
And also, so from this, I want to give a shout out to our top 5 countries. United States, of course, number 1. But number 2 is United Kingdom. That's over Ireland. So Ireland's number 3. Spain is number 4. And Germany is number 5.
I wonder if, I always wonder if, these non-English speaking countries,
Well,
as their primary,
Okay.
as their primary language, like Germany, I always
Yeah.
wonder whether or not they just look up
think-
American podcasts to learn our language, just
Oh,
because
boy.
we're not.
We're doing millennial slang.
I know, right? Where'd you learn that word? Oh, there was a podcast in America. Oh, they don't know what they're talking about.
They really don't. So shout out to our international listeners as well. You guys
Yeah,
are awesome.
thank you.
guys are the real MVP. We have a new summer line for our merch coming soon too, by the way. Just want to let you know
A
that.
new what?
Summer line. Like
Of merch.
summer stuff.
Like
Yeah.
Josh has gotten with a designer and made some.
No.
Sat down and had
Well,
some
he is
ideas.
the designer.
I am the designer.
That was the joke.
Oh.
No. No, Josh would not ever sit down with a designer. I don't think that would work very
It-
well.
could help.
Maybe if he didn't have the time to do it.
Right. I mean, you gotta give me that time.
Wow, we're so incredibly busy with.
We are.
Well, I mean,
busy.
we are busy. Never mind. I was just
Like,
like,
what are
no,
you
we
talking
actually are
about?
busy.
All right. So Alex did some fun stuff and went
I
over
did.
our studios. So we went
Yeah.
over this the other day where we were talking about our old studios, and there we go.
Those little mic stands.
I mean, look at the freaking
those,
TV in the
those
background.
mic stands came with those mics.
What is in the
These
bag,
mics.
Brett?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
No
Look at what
idea.
my mic is sitting on.
It's the
It's
the
the Oculus.
Samsung Gear.
Yeah, it's the
The
Oculus.
VR Gear.
So I don't know. I guess I've
Still have that splitter too.
yeah.
Yeah,
we're
we
using
do.
it
It's actually
there.
right there. Yeah.
That was a great purchase, by the way.
So same mics,
Same splitter.
same splitter.
Laptop died.
Oh, that
Mic
laptop's
stands.
gone, man.
You still have your iPad.
What's your hat say?
Vape naked.
It almost I almost
That was
looked
back
it
when I
over
was
like it was a
vaping.
PTO hat.
Like I was doing that as a hobby. And I cut that out pretty
I mean,
quick
I'm
after
wearing a
while.
freaking dead mouse shirt, so
Do you get rid of that?
probably
I haven't seen that.
it's probably gone.
I feel like Alex, you look way younger, and I look the same.
I think I glowed up a little bit.
Josh, you don't really look like the same person.
Not really. I look a little
I'm not really sure who you look like.
I don't
but
know.
You don't look like you.
But
I
Alex,
look
you look
like
like you
I'm-
got more sleep now.
I look like I'm 10.
Yeah, you look pretty young in that.
It could also just be the hairstyle too.
So, yeah.
I mean, these are screenshots, obviously.
These are
but
screenshots. They're gonna be a little blurry. So this is our second studio. I don't know why I'm wearing a coat.
Yeah, that's a
yeah, I don't
good
know either.
question.
Maybe it was really cold.
You're wearing a T-shirt though.
That's very true. You're also wearing a hat. Are you like
Oh, I've
weird?
got the whiteboard. That's what I've got. in
Yes,
front of me
you
there.
have the.
This was our
whiteboard.
first time in that studio actually because we moved you the next episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
to
wanted
the
Alex in the
side.
middle,
Yeah,
and Alex has stayed in the middle.
we were
since.
trying to get our order,
This is how it was downstairs though. It was me across from Alex, and then you were.
and then you were in the
on this
middle.
side,
So
wasn't
that's
you?
just what we did with the.
This is how we sit.
That
on
was
the
actually
couch,
my
too.
grandma's picnic
Just like
table,
this.
like from outside that she wasn't
Even
using.
at like my apartment when we used to hang out.
So and then we moved.
This was actually just a picture that I found of the day that I bought all the shirts and had them made, and
That
you guys
was
didn't know
episode
about
50.
I love
Episode
the
50.
posters.
So
I
you
love
sat
the
there-
posters.
You sat there because Alex had to run and take the photo.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
So
Arkham City and the Gears 3 and Titanfall.
I
I
actually
still
really
have
liked.
all those.
Yeah,
One
we
of
still
those
have
is
all of
Call
them.
of Duty.
Yeah,
That's great.
I liked having all the pictures up. To be
we
honest,
can put them back up.
I
I don't know.
They're
The
just
foam looks more professional.
Bless
Gesundheit.
you.
Gesundheit. Gesundheit.
Wow, 3, 4.
Gesundheit. You know, I don't think
I
I've
like the
ever
posters.
multiple sneezed on this show.
Bless you.
I don't think I have either.
I don't think I ever have, and
That hurt
I
quite a
know
bit.
that we all know that I'm a hard multiple sneezer.
Yeah, you sneeze at least
and
twice,
I don't
3
think
times.
I've ever done it on the show.
5. Wow, but not in a row, really.
There must be some dust.
There's
floating
something
around.
in here.
Did you stir up the dust?
I don't think so. I didn't turn on the halo light. Damn it. Okay. Anyways,
Okay. Anyways,
little ADD here.
yeah.
This is when we got our sound foam up for the first time. So
Yes,
Alex wanted
first
to
time doing
present
sound
that.
foam.
This is a shot of the
The
pre-show we used to do.
precast. Yeah, we used to do that where we would come up with things and people would bring it to us. Which nowadays, I mean, if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about, always message us, voicemail us. You know, you can always do that kind of.
I mean,
cool
look at
crazy
that.
stuff.
Episode 78.
Alex, your arms are bone thin. Let's
Sure are.
again mention that. You're like.
We're all probably thinner. in
I
those
know, right? I was like, I feel like
Yeah.
we're all kind of.
I just got really sad.
I just got really sad.
Actually, I might be thicker in this photo because I
Josh
did.
saw like I weigh
I
like
did,
a million
I did
pounds
gain
now.
some weight.
Everybody, I mean, it's just what happens.
That's what happens
What
with age.
episode is this one?
I don't know. Oh, no, I don't. Never mind. I was gonna say. forget it.
It's okay. But this is another shot of us.
This is a shot, like more professional shot that I had found of
right
of
of us
us.
while we were talking and everything.
And then this is when we this is when we added the lights behind.
We
so
were
I just little
doing more
upgrades here and
aesthetics.
there.
This is when we were doing more video work. I am burnt.
We actually just got back from, I believe, California.
Look
What
at
are you doing?
Yes, we just got back from California.
look
That's why.
at that
That's when we
line.
remember we fell asleep on the beach.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I am burnt.
Yep. And then we
were moving the sound.
we were
foam
moving the
here.
sound foam around here, and this
This
is
is-
some type
this
of
is how we advance.
argument.
Sorry to the listeners, you're not seeing these pictures.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I know. You know, you
Audio.
can see it on YouTube.
It is on YouTube, and we can have this up forever.
YouTube.com/PTOUnlimited podcast.
Very good. What is that face I'm making?
I don't know, but it was funny, so I grabbed it. And this is you move the sound foam around again.
This is when we started getting more into our show and doing more.
I'm really not sure what you're talking about. I don't remember.
We're looking really nice. So
I know we're all looking nice for
this
some
must be
reason.
like
Must be
episode
an
100 or
must
something.
be an anniversary episode.
Yeah, I don't know. This is when we moved.
This is 2019,
Yeah.
I believe. At the end of 2019, when we moved into a new studio, new apartment, and we got a brand new table.
Yeah,
and
this
then
is when we got the whole furniture set up.
Yep, we got our
All of us
number
had
one fan
booms.
down there.
Yep. Shout out to Jeff. He was in this one. He did the first. I guess he was one of the first people to be on our pre-show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then we had Juice on, and that was a great time. I wish we had our good camera at that time.
This was the last photo that I found in that studio, because right after this was taken at the end of January of 2020.
Damn, Brett, you look slick in that photo.
I know, right?
I was just
Good,
like,
right?
holy cow.
So a
Look how
month
much lighter my mustache is. Than
I know. A month and a half later is when COVID happened.
Oh,
And
wow.
it ended up being just Josh and I on the show for a
For a
very
while,
long
yeah.
time. Is
Yeah.
actually, there's just on our Instagram after this photo, there's just a bunch of shots of our two mics,
Yeah.
because we social distancing,
We
you
were,
know?
we were moved into that.
Yeah. And then we moved here.
And we have Brig on.
Yes. Yep.
So, and this is when we had the table up still
Who-
as well.
Who was Kevin? That's it. I couldn't
Kevin
remember
was
his name.
Yeah.
Kevin was one of our long-term guests. He was on a couple times. We had Rob on the aftercast.
Game of
Brig was on
Thrones, right?
twice. Yeah, Game of Thrones. We had Shane on twice, I think.
Yeah, we've had Rick on.
Rick on a couple
We've also
times,
had Quentin
Patrick.
on.
Yeah.
Patrick, your coworkers.
Oh, Dylan and Dalen.
Dylan,
Uh-huh.
Dalen.
Michael was on as
Michael.
well.
Yes. We had
Oh,
a
Yeah,
lot.
we've
of
had a
them.
Mike,
handful.
yeah.
Can't forget about Quentin
I said Quentin.
and Patrick and
I said that.
Crystal. Crystal was on.
Well,
for
I mean,
a short
technically, we
second.
had the whole group.
We had the whole
on.
group on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I took this shot today. This
Yep.
is our most current studio, as you can tell. This is where we are today in our get up. So
I feel like we go more over comfort over style now.
now we're more about the
definitely.
comfort,
It's
but
like-
we're still stylish.
Well, yes, I know, but like, do you know how like everything else was kind of set up very like sleek and OCD looking,
Right.
and then this is like we're getting old, and I'd much rather feel very
Less
comfortable.
table.
I mean, the only thing to make this picture better is if you had an actual Secret Lab chair, Alex.
She's
don't
looking into
Need-
getting a new.
No, I'm not. He is.
I'm
I
looking
like
into
my chair.
Getting her a new.
I have
one.
a paw print on my chair and an A for Alex, so you can't get, and it's pink, so you can't get any better than that. And then this little thing here looks like little cat ears, so
Oh, yeah, I see
it's
it.
like Alex gaming.
All right,
so
I get
it's
it.
perfect.
You know, I. So you're really mad when I put a blanket over it, huh?
Well, not bad. It's just
Have you looked at
warm.
the Secret Lab chairs?
Yeah.
Recently? They've got like a lot of
They have pink.
new prints.
yes, they have a lot new colors.
Like they have
yeah.
Star Wars themed chairs that are they're subtle though, so they're
Mhm.
not loud and obnoxious.
I might have to get a new
Like,
one.
that.
one day.
Some of their esports ones are really loud and just ugly,
They are.
but
they
some
are.
of them are just kind of. I think they even have Harry Potter themed ones too.
Okay.
So they've dove into the licenses and picked some cool stuff.
What was
Like
our?
did you see the cyberpunk one that they did? That's all yellow. and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a little too
yellow.
much.
What studio was the longest? Did we say in the longest? That would have been the very
That
first.
first
was
one.
the
Well,
not the dining room
not
table.
not the dining room
the
table,
first
but
studio.
upstairs in our townhome.
Yeah.
Is where like the place where we
Was that
actually had it.
16 to 19.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So this
This is probably number 2, right?
Like
Yes,
look at all
this
these
would be
photos
number
we have
two.
of it. I mean, yeah. God, that.
we started on a table.
Where did that TV go?
I don't know.
Is that a Vizio?
No.
No, it's a
Is it a Philips?
Yeah.
yeah.
We
Oh, I
sold
see.
that.
Oh, we
Yeah.
sold it. That's right.
Yeah, we
sold
gave it to. Well, we what, $50 or
Yeah, it was like
something
$50
to
some kids.
No, it was to your one of your coworkers.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, they wanted it for their kids for a
Yeah,
game room.
for their gaming room because
Yeah.
they were using. Yeah, so you can just tell on all this. This is a lot. That table. When did that break?
I don't know. Brett broke it.
That was quite a moment. That's okay though. This one's already rickety.
Yeah, I
so-
know. It's gonna fall over in a second.
It is what it is.
I'll come up and
Anyways.
put my phone down one day and it'll just collapse.
It's just gonna shatter.
We should have done that for today's show. Just like
Rigged
like
it- rigged
sawed
it.
some of the ledges, or you like Brett broke
It's
the
only
table
your mom's
again.
table. It's okay.
Oh, actually, I just realized that's what this table is.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, we're not going to be keeping this one.
No,
unless she
we're good.
wants to get rid of it. So weekly update. Unless you had anything else to talk about for our 7 year. I mean, I have $1 million butt to do
I have
today,
slang.
and you have slang.
I have some
We
good
can do those
slang.
later.
Yeah?
After we get to the rest of the stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we got like our weekly update and playing and watching and stuff. We
Okay,
gotta talk about,
let's do
gotta
it.
talk about the movie we went and saw and everything. So, how was your week, Brett?
It's fine.
I think I'm ready for summer to like just be here. because it's cold.
It is cold.
Yesterday was freezing.
Up and down April weather.
So cold.
It'll be 78 tomorrow. So
Saturday, Friday, and Saturday of this last week, even Thursday, Friday, Saturday of this last week, it was damn near over 80 degrees.
Yeah.
80 degrees. And you know, when I woke up Monday to
40.
go to work at 7 a.m.,
Snow.
it was snowing.
There was snow on the ground when I took Pixel out.
It's
hate it.
Indiana. Happens every year.
Over a 40-degree difference.
You wonder why I feel kind of sick
50
today.
actually.
Like
50
I felt a little
degrees.
under the weather this morning, and I'm just now feeling better today.
I'm
Just
feeling
now.
like crap right now, to be honest. My eyes are
Zyrtec.
watering.
Zyrtec. I took that, so
Yeah, I know.
you know. Hashtag not an ad. Spring really hit me hard already, and my allergies just. Ugh, I just feel blah. Like sometimes I feel like I have a cold, and I really don't. It's kind of crazy. Florida's calling.
Florida's calling.
You know what? Every single person I know that's moved to Florida has moved back to Fort Wayne.
Well, so is she.
Who?
Technically, Ashley, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot
A lot of
people.
family members, and yeah, a lot of there's something
Friends and
about
family.
Fort Wayne that people leave and then they come back and then they try to leave again and then they come back.
You know, one day we'll leave, and I just hope we don't have to come back because we left twice.
Well, when
now.
you say that, that makes it sound sad. Not come
like
back.
not like visit. I mean, like move. You
Yeah.
know, like we'll always visit. There's always the fun. Go out to the bar. I don't know what else
Yeah.
there is to do in Fort Wayne now.
Yeah, just like that. There was a meme that was posted something about like or no, it wasn't a meme. It was a stand up or something talking about being in your 30s.
Yeah.
And how when you're at your when you're in your 20s, if somebody were to ask, "Hey, do you want to do something tonight?" You drop everything. You're like, "Yes, I don't care what we're doing. I'm grabbing my shoes right now. Or
Yeah.
I'll be out, and I'll meet you there. And we'll be out all night." And then you get into your 30s, and it's, where are we going? How long will we be there? Can I drive separately? And then people were talking about when you get into your 40s, it's, why are we going out? Can we stay here? Do I have to go?
At most, it's to a nice restaurant and then go home.
And then something under that comment was like, if I'm in my 40s and I'm being asked to go out, I don't leave my house without a travel bag with all my toiletries.
And it's also you plan to do it, and then when it's time to do it, you don't want to do it. So
And then you don't want to
often
do
cancel.
So Alex and I started working out. By the way.
Yeah.
We worked out one day, and we haven't gone back. We've only been on the plan for 3 days, so we can still work out tonight, right?
Mondays
Monday was-
Mondays are our night
Mm-hmm.
during the week that
I
we have
have
off.
DOMs, dude.
Yeah, I do too.
It's crazy.
Today's
Delayed
day-
onset muscle soreness.
Yes,
That's
today
what DOMs is.
today is day 2 technically.
Yeah.
You make it sound like we didn't get back into working out. We work out at technically 7 o'clock every night, but
Right.
it'd be right after the show.
Yeah, that's when we're going to tonight. We're gonna have to figure out something for dinner. I don't think there's anything else that we have to talk about for the week. We can get into some playing and watching.
I have something else to tell you that you didn't realize.
We have to talk about our trip.
April 16th when I started my workouts.
Yeah.
Back in 20
No cap.
Yeah. I was looking back to see when I had actually started like my
2019,
workout
18.
like
18,
it was
right?
18.
Yeah.
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 My workout regimen where I was working out all the time. It was actually April 16th
We're gonna go
and
back
we
to it.
started back up
Yeah.
April 16th.
That's what we're doing now. I don't think we're gonna quit this time. This is like the 4th time putting it back onto the go.
As long as you keep going.
Yeah. But yeah, Alex and I went and had a couples night Friday night. We went and drove out of the city and had ourselves a night at a hotel, which the drive down was fine. There's I don't like driving in the dark anymore. I think I'm getting over that, especially in areas I don't know. But when we got to our hotel, this is where the story goes wild.
We can't leave
We can't
without like having something ridiculous
this
happen
is
to us.
crazy. So we get to the hotel. We can already tell this hotel is overbooked or full, jam-packed to the
It
brim.
was hard to find
Because
a
they had
parking
no
spot.
towels or pillows to give to the people who were asking for that at the front desk when we were checking
They
in.
said that they were out.
Wow.
And this was a big hotel.
I forgot where we stayed. Marriott? Well, this is where we got transferred to.
That's what we got transferred to.
But this one was like they're just. Eventually, the manager walked up to me after we were checking in. They kind of seemed a little like
She's
off
the
about
person
it.
checking us in.
They
The
asked why we were
receptionist.
here.
She was like trying to stall us
Small
almost,
talk.
and she's like, "Oh, what brings you into town?" and blah blah blah, and like it just looked like she was flustered, like to try to tell us, "Hey, we don't have a room for you," because we tried checking in on
You
our
can check
app,
in on mobile now, and you can
and
get
it
a
wasn't
mobile
letting
key.
us. So we're like, "Well, I guess we'll just go check in at the front
Which
desk."
I checked in, I think an hour before we were arriving. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do that, and then I'll get my mobile key when we get there. And it didn't say it was ready. So I was
Yeah.
like, this is weird.
So we went up there, and then next thing we know, the manager goes, "Hey, I'm the manager." Doesn't give an explanation, just says, "I'm sorry, guys, we're going to actually transfer you to the hotel across the street. I'm paying for it," is how he worded everything.
This hotel that we go to is triple the price.
Yes.
We didn't have to pay for any parking, no Wi-Fi. Didn't have to pay for the hotel room at all. None.
Do you need an explanation then?
Well, no, but I would like to know because it sounded really like sketchy. Like I don't really know. The only explanation I could think of is that
Did you-
I
they,
set something up.
they sold our room or something.
They could have
Did
done.
you ask?
Nope.
No.
Because we're like, okay, sure, whatever.
I have a resting bitch face.
He
So-
he looked very nervous to tell Josh. He's like, "How you doing, sir?" Just sounded very like nervous to talk to Josh. He's like, "We're actually having you go over here."
I promise you, I'm in a good mood the whole time. I just want to get to my room.
And he's like, "Just go to the
What
front
time
desk."
was it?
10?
PM?
yeah.
Okay.
He's like, "Just go to the front desk, just tell him, give him my name, she'll take care of everything." And sure enough, we went there, and she's like, "Okay, well, this
They
hotel
waived
this hotel
everything.
is one of those hotels where you have to pay for legit everything. You have to pay for your parking spot overnight. You have to pay for Wi-Fi, like anything that
Oh, that's
you
why I
want."
said that. Yeah, yeah.
And the other place was like, "Here, just stay and we'll give you free Wi-Fi."
Amenities, yeah.
And this one, Josh kind of set this date night up without me really knowing anything.
She didn't know where we were going or
Yeah.
anywhere, so.
It was just kind of like a surprise. Let's go have like a couples night out of town. And
Where?
in Indy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just have some us time. So we get there over to the other hotel. Josh is checking in, and this is where I start thinking he's planning this because she hands him the hotel key. He gives it to me.
So nothing was charged. So all
Nothing
this
was
is
charged
weird.
at all. He hands me the hotel key.
Don't tell the hotel key is our anniversary date.
Yeah, it has our room number, which is 619.
Did you
And-
plan it?
He says no, but out of every single possible room in this gigantic hotel, I looked at him and rolled my eyes. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "You planned this, didn't you?" And he's, no, I swear."
I'm just as clueless as she was.
So they put us on the top floor of this big ass room with and she's like,
Yeah.
"King bed, okay, right?" Like just
I
giving
don't
us
care.
whatever we wanted. Like nice walk-in, beautiful shower, big 70, 80-inch TV.
Oh yeah, that TV was big. We didn't even use it. We had it on for maybe 10 minutes.
I know, then we fell asleep.
Yeah, and then I just watched TikTok on my phone or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just like this gorgeous big ass hotel. And
It was
we're
nice.
like,
It was very
okay.
nice. And then we got an Uber. The Uber couldn't locate us. Kept on
I
going
think
back
they
and
passed
forth
by
between.
us like 4 times.
I counted 4 times.
Well,
Four
weren't
times.
You out front? I mean, what was
Yeah,
Yes!
but we're next to 3 hotels. It's like right next to a whole bunch of hotels at once.
There's like
so.
basically it's like a loop, and there's like 3 or 4 hotels right
so
there.
the road is really confusing.
Why
But we were
didn't you-
standing right
Why didn't you
there.
just drive?
I don't want to
because we weren't sure if we were gonna drink.
I don't know how much I was
and-
going to drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just going to do some. We didn't drink much at all.
No, not much. It was just
It's a
we
fun
weren't.
night.
We didn't know where the night was gonna go.
So, not really much to say about the night that we can say publicly, but we
When we got to
the destination.
when we got to
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Firefighters are coming into the parking lot too, to
we're
the
like-
destination.
and we're like, wait a
because
second.
somebody at the club was like overdrank and was just gone.
Just like sloshed out on a couch. And we're like, we went up to like to kind of like get into the club, and we're like, there's by the way, there's like a fire truck coming. Is
and also
everything
just
okay?
4 firefighters.
And then
come
everybody
in.
like comes in, they're like, is this the guy?
Oh my God.
The dude they sat him up and were like
Trying to
in
snap
his face like,
fingers
hey
and-
bro, do you know your name? He was freaking gone.
So you kind of buried the lead there.
Crazy night.
You went to a club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of club?
Just a dance
Just
club.
a dance club.
Were you older than everybody by 10 years?
No.
Actually,
we
no.
were kind of the youngest.
I was gonna say, I
mid-
feel like we were more like the youngest.
Yeah.
So it was more like a.
It felt. It was Friday night.
I think it was because
so-
it was Friday night, not Saturday. Maybe I don't know. We were really surprised at the crowd.
I
So
would have been, yeah.
The
the
crowd
music
was
was
a little
okay.
lighter than expected.
Like
too,
yeah,
so,
like
but-
we just because I mean last year when we went down for the cosplay contest, we went downtown and just were like, hey, you know what? We have a night. We've got hours to spend. Let's go check out the club scene in Indy, and it's way better than here. So
you're not
Yeah,
lying.
it's not
There's
comparable.
There's
Fort
5
Wayne is
times more
horrible.
people there. The next day, we tried Waffle House for the first time. Have you ever had Waffle House?
Long time ago.
I am not gonna brag about it.
No, it's
It's nothing. to
it's
shake
like a
stick
cheaper
at, dude.
IHOP, you know.
Alex thinks it's better than
I
IHOP.
thought it was
don't think
better. I thought it tasted more real than
so.
IHOP.
Personally,
That could
it's
be. It's just,
It was
it's been
definitely
that
like an
long.
old school diner feel.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of Overcooked.
we got there right.
I need plates. I need this.
Well, everybody had their own had their own section
They
to
all
work with.
everybody had their own
And we got
job.
there right after the rush, and we sat down. A family came in after us. They left because they thought the restaurant was dirty. It was just a lot of food.
You only
everywhere
have
because
like
they
4
were so
people
busy.
working, but yeah, they were so
It was
busy.
a,
They're
it was
like,
a Saturday morning.
but as we were eating, we sat like kind of up at like the I don't want to call it a diner, but like up at
The diner
like,
bar.
Is diner bar?
counter.
Yeah, the breakfast
The
bar.
counter.
Yeah.
And we're watching them cook and how they were organizing things and whatnot. And after those people left and they had a calm moment, they were like deep cleaning things like ridiculous.
I wonder if that's because the people left though.
I don't know. It seemed like it was their
I don't
that
know.
was like their mission
Yeah,
was
maybe.
keeping things clean. I don't know.
Maybe.
I thought the food was okay.
So it was a fun time. Alex and I are going to do it again in a couple more weeks here. Probably do another couple.
Yeah, we just figured that we
We're gonna
just
do that
do
more.
some extra like get out and have more of a. We need to touch grass more.
Playing and watching. You playing anything or watching anything?
So going through God of War, I
Yeah.
checked my Hitman. I made it all the way through all 3 of them. Now I'm going back through doing the mission story parts, which is a little bit more guided to objectives. And I checked, and I've already got like 30 hours into it just doing
Oh my!
the first playthrough all 3. So
Alex actually has a plan.
hundreds of hours I'll put into that.
Something different to say off stream. She's been playing something. What?
Gears.
Pokemon.
Oh, I was like, which thing? Yes, I've actually been playing. They
You stared
added.
at me like what?
I was like, which game? They added Pokemon Stadium, the original Pokemon Stadium from '64. They added that to the Switch, so I've been playing that.
You've been getting frustrated.
I was frustrated with like. I got to the semifinals, and you have 3 tries to beat the semifinals, and if you don't, you have to start the cup completely over.
Yeah,
So, and I failed, and I got mad.
it is what it is.
But it is fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
For me, as far as playing goes, I mean, nothing really different other than Grounded. We played that on Thursday, and Quentin, he's been busy off stream. He's basically so the server is online at all times for whoever's been invited to the server, and Quentin's been on there nonstop with his ADD, and he just continuously goes and you give him a grinding game and he just goes at it, and he will grind. He'll play Destiny until he can't get to the top light. He's played Grounded. He's played Diablo, Tarkov. I mean, Tarkov's a little different, but Escape from Tarkov. You ever play that game? Do you know what it is? It's a realistic shooter where you go in and try to do raids or whatever, where you go to this area and loot and stuff. But if you die, you lose all your stuff. It's pretty. It's like the Call of Duty DMZ. I don't know if you've heard of that.
What's it called? Permakill?
Permadeath.
Permadeath.
Yeah.
So it's like that. So, but he's addicted to it. So
And you
it's
can
weird.
kill your own teammates. I've seen videos where people are like, "Hey, I'm on the other side," and they kill their teammate. It's like,
And
oh,
it
freaking
really
out.
pisses
Well, it's
off.
realistic. It's full on realism. You
Yeah.
can jam your guns. You can. I don't know. I wonder if they have a VR mod of it. That'd be insane.
That'd be funny.
I haven't done VR in a minute, but I will be checking out the Battle Royale game I downloaded. I don't remember the name of it, but it's really big on the Oculus. As far as watching goes, Alex and I went and saw Renfield. Mini review on that one. I'm
I
going to
was
give it.
surprised. I didn't know you even cared.
Alex
He
is
did
a
it.
big
1 or 2.
vampire
Yeah.
person. I'm more just tagged along because what else am I going to do with my afternoon on
It
Sunday?
was more like I woke up Sunday and said, "Hey, Mom, ring ring. Would you like to go see Renfield? Because she likes vampire movies, and I don't think Josh wants to go." And Josh goes, "Well, I'll go."
I didn't mind. It was a fun trip. It was a lot of the same aesthetic as American Abraham Lincoln, a Vampire Hunter. Like it was just
Yeah.
a lot like that.
It was very over dramatic CGI blood for like. It kind of reminds me of what was that movie we just watched
From
with
Dusk
George
Till
Clooney?
Dawn.
Yes, it reminded me a lot of From Dusk Till Dawn, like the not meaning to be funny, but over the top kind
Right.
of thing that makes it funny and
Right.
action packed. And
Nicolas Cage was good.
yes,
Okay, for how much he said he wasn't in the movie, he was like
he was
second
actually-
main. Are you kidding
yeah,
me?
He was actually in the movie quite a
He said,
bit.
this movie's not about me. You're in it for almost half the time, man. I mean, seriously.
Well, who's the main character? Who's Renfield? What's the actor's name?
I'm getting that pulled up here.
I know that like he's the cute one, the cute British actor.
Nicholas Hoult.
That's his name.
Yeah. He
He's
is in
Warm Bodies. I know that.
Mad Max Fury Road, Warm
yes,
Bodies,
that's right. Mad Max.
X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yep.
He's
He's Beast, isn't he?
Is
Like
he-
young Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the main character in Crossing Swords? He is.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
I love
funny.
that show.
I know.
It's
I
on-
like him. I think he's cute.
Okay. Yeah, it's a really, really interesting.
He does a
film.
good job looking
Ben
good
Schwartz
dead.
is in that one too. I don't know how I'm feeling about seeing Aquafina in every freaking movie I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I mean, she's in every movie
I
now.
know.
It's getting a little out there, but whatever.
My review of it though, I thought for what it is, I thought it was pretty
Bloody
good,
and fun
to
to
be
watch.
honest.
Yeah.
Fun to watch. If you know like the back history, like the lore of Renfield and
So-
Dracula, then it does make it a lot funnier.
They had a moment in it, like right at the beginning, it had like a whole replay of all of Dracula in black and white and everything. It was so aesthetically pleasing.
It was.
I
It was
loved
good.
it.
It was like kind of to give you the rundown on who
It's like
Renfield is.
Nosferatu being played in front of you as Nicolas Cage. You know, kind of crazy. It was
Yeah, they
really
just played it
fun.
in black and white, and then they're like, and skip forward. This is where we are today in like 2023.
They should have done more. I want to see more of that. Like they could do other movies and just portray of him doing other things, but they probably had to get the story long.
Yeah.
It was only an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
So perfect
You could
timing for a
tell
lot
on
of people.
screen though that Nicolas Cage very thoroughly enjoyed playing Dracula. He
Yeah.
just looked like he was having fun playing Dracula.
It's having a little bit of a resurgence here.
Well, that movie that he did with Pedro is just, it's still getting so much traction on
that
the
movie
internet
is
right
hilarious,
now.
man.
What was it?
Something of massive talent, though.
Oh,
Unbearable
Weight.
Unbearable weight. That's
Yeah.
it.
Unbearable weight of massive
I
talent.
think I want to rewatch it because learning this, Pedro Pascal's, he was like 90%. Nicolas Cage thought he was method acting.
Like meaning
That's how
like
much he was that much of
he
a
was
giddy
not
fan.
that much of a true fan. He thought he was method acting, but he really
He really
was.
is that big of a fan.
And this because that was a movie club movie, right?
yes.
Okay, so
Remember
you
the
know,
face pillow?
yeah, the face pillow part where
That
he
was
messes.
ad libbed.
That
Wow.
Nicolas
That's
Cage actually
his-
walked in. That's Pedro's pillow. So Pedro put it in, and he, you know how he walks in and Nicolas Cage messes it up, and Pedro comes by and fixes it. Like that was all ad libbed, and he told me he was like, "That's actually my pillow."
According
You-
to TikTok and their interview. So I loved it. I went back to Scrubs. That's a old show of mine that's like my Andy Griffith for you. So I've basically when an episode is starting up, I'll just be like, oh, I know the whole episode. I can do this.
I've been watching some Deadliest Catch actually,
Really?
which is still going on.
They're still. What season is
Like,
this?
I'm on
Like
season,
20?
I'm on season 14, and
Holy
that
shit.
was in 2017/2018.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
season 20.
Yeah,
So
like
they
season
gotta
20.
be
If they continue
getting
it.
up there. Yeah.
I mean, there are some people who stopped their seasons for COVID. I don't know if Deadliest Catch would have.
Sure.
That's weird because
I'll
they're all
find
out there
I'm
anyway.
gonna keep.
I've never
watching.
watched an episode of Deadliest Catch before, but my dad used to have it on, and I just see it from time to time how crazy the waters get.
Ugh.
You can't imagine living out there, just fishing out there and having like
Well, that just being on the water for a long period of time.
the-
right.
the fishermen and the boat captains, they don't live there. They usually come from the West Coast somewhere. Like a lot of them live in Seattle.
Okay.
But that's where they go to catch crab because they can catch a year's salary in a couple weeks.
Oh, well, that's a
Ooh.
big deal then. That's why they would do the brave the storms.
Yeah, because
and
I mean
stuff.
they'll they can have.
If I can make my year's salary in a couple weeks and just like shell it out and give it my all for 2 weeks just to have the rest of the year off, I would.
It's
yeah.
generally so they fish for 2 to 3 types of crab. King crab is in October.
Okay.
And then Opilio crab is in January. So a lot of them will go up for 2 to 4 weeks in October, do the king crab, and then they'll come back in January for the same amount of time. So they could earn upwards of, 60 to 100K between the two
Wow.
trips.
That's crazy.
And that's just the full share deckhands. That's not the captains who usually get, I think, like a double share.
Did you ever play
Oh,
the
yeah.
game?
I didn't.
No.
They made a couple of them, I think.
Did they really? I know they made one at least. I saw it on Xbox 360. As far as anything else I'm playing and watching?
Nope.
No.
A quick XFL update. The Battlehawks need to win, and the Seattle Sea Dragons need to lose this weekend for the Battlehawks to go into the finals. XFL has kind of just been like, I haven't really paid attention the last few weeks because we've just been busy with everything else. So I haven't been watching anything. I should watch the highlights. They did lose this last week, so they kind of need to win in order to get their bounce back. You guys want to talk about Twins?
Yeah.
Movie Club movie. So this movie was Alex's choice. It stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito, and Kelly Preston. This movie came out in 1988, and the movie's Twins. A physically perfect and innocent man goes in search of his long-lost twin brother, who is a short womanizer and a small-time crook. This movie only had an $18 million budget. The box office went wild. It made $216 million.
Holy shit,
Oh my God.
man.
So-
Dang. For this movie?
This movie did so well.
Wow.
You have no idea. I love this movie. It was fun to watch anyway. Funny. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
There were two scenes where I laughed out loud for several seconds.
Yeah.
Can you guess them?
There's a lot. It's a lot.
The prison scene where he's talking through the glass.
No.
No.
That was a good one.
That was really funny.
So the first one was when Arnold is driving Danny's car.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my
and
God.
he swings into the parking lot
Holy
up on 2
cow.
wheels. Now the 2 wheels went on for a while, but just he
That whole
drifts
moment.
into the parking lot. That was hilarious because he'd never driven
Yeah.
a car before.
Yeah, right.
And the
I've
second
only been
time,
driving an hour.
The second time was, for the first time in my life, I'm pissed off. And he goes and just breaks down the door. It was great.
Listen, dickhead.
I love this movie.
No, I thought there's it's almost anything that Arnold does in that movie is so believable for him being innocent. I mean, I like it it's like, I almost wonder if there was an ad lib moment, when they're on the trip and they're in the convenience store and he's getting the t-shirt and he's like, whoa, Julius, are you allergic to something? Like, it's almost like you see Danny kind of break character and like looking at Arnold's chest like, fuck, man.
that T-shirt, by the way, that Arnold was wearing, the
Yeah.
bad, the
It's
Be
like Born to
Bad.
Be Bad.
Born to Be Bad. He bought a whole bunch of them for the crew.
Nice.
Really?
Mhm.
That's funny.
Yeah. I think that their chemistry on set is what made them even better in Junior.
It's strange that they didn't do anything after Junior together.
Right, but they both did star as Batman villains.
They did. Yeah,
Just
good.
what?
Yeah.
Let's see.
One Mr. Freeze, one is Penguin.
92 and 97, so 5 years
Right,
apart.
right.
Yeah.
I
They are also, didn't you say that Arnold's 3 years younger?
younger than Danny.
Than
Is he?
Danny?
Yes,
Wow.
Yeah.
yes. They have been in talks of a third or sequel called Triplets. That's why it messed me up because it's called. They want to call it Triplets. They've been wanting to make this movie with Eddie Murphy since at least 2003. But Schwarzenegger was too busy with being governor of California. DeVito
Too busy being governor.
DeVito agreed, but doubted that it would actually happen, that they would actually make this. But in 2012, at the end of Schwarzenegger's second term, plans for the sequel were officially confirmed, although as of 2019, Triplets is still in pre-production. DeVito publicly disclosed that the final script is still incomplete. Reitman is confirmed during the press tour of Ghostbusters Afterlife that he would return as director. So, and Schwarzenegger and DeVito would redo their original roles.
I would almost suggest they get someone else other than Eddie Murphy because he's kind of weird now. He doesn't
think about
do
Kevin
anything.
Hart would be good.
I guess it depends on what they want for the role. If they want
I know.
another
Just so out there role, I
comic
think.
from the 80s, they could find somebody. But Eddie Murphy, in
I just-
2003,
yeah.
you could see Eddie Murphy because he was doing Daddy Daycare and he did Haunted Mansion. And he was
Right.
still
Yeah.
actively
He was very
working
active.
on projects, but now he's
Right.
kind of laying low.
Well, this also says here that the role now of the third brother might go to Tracy Morgan.
Yeah,
I could see
that.
Tracy Morgan actually more
I'm
than
I'm not really
Eddie
a fan
Murphy.
of him,
Me
but
neither, but
it
we
would
could
work.
see. There's a speculation that Jason Momoa wants to do a remake of this with Peter Dinklage.
That would be hilarious. Oh my god, that would be amazing. I think are their ages very close though.
I don't know.
I think Peter Dinklage has got to be older. Like
He might just look older
he might, but
due to his
I
condition.
bet
But
Momoa's close to
let
40.
me look him up.
is
I'll
he?
look him up, I'll look him
I
up,
don't know.
I'll
Well, I
look
mean,
him
it
I
might
bet
just
I
be
wouldn't be
because
surprised if he's over 40.
So Peter Dinklage
I would say Peter Dinklage probably in his 40s.
is 53.
Wow. Okay.
There's
Momoa's not
no
that
way
old.
Momoa is in his
No,
50s.
No, he's 38. Right? He's 38.
He's 43.
Damn.
So 10 years.
Figured he was
apart.
probably in his early 40s.
I have a young eye.
That would be very interesting. No, you don't. Alex has been like eyeballing the older men lately.
I guess. I don't know. There was this.
She likes Pedro Pascal now.
There was this. No, I don't ever say I don't like him now. It's just he's more in the limelight now. When I first liked him was when I first saw him years ago
Thrones.
in Game of Thrones, and I was
Yes.
like, "Who the hell is this guy? He's hot."
He's very charismatic
and then
on
you
camera.
know they just go and destroy him, which
He
is amazing.
played a very, very openly sexual role in that.
And I liked it.
He was in the
so-
brothel for like 3 episodes.
And I had no problem with it. It was awesome. He was hot. He played a good character.
He laid there in
and
just
then
a
I got
loincloth.
pissed. Yeah, I did. No, but there was actually a photo shoot that was just released.
No, we're talking about
This
this
week.
twins movie,
I know,
Alex.
but it's like him humping a mattress, and the internet's going wild.
It's a GQ magazine shoot or Vogue
It's
magazine or something.
exquisite, is what it is.
Esquire?
Esquire.
Exquisite.
Exquisite.
I know it was like EX or E, so it was eBay.
Wow.
My mind's a little like in the cooker right now.
Okay,
It's somewhere.
so this movie was actually really well written. I think that they
I
did
think
a good
so.
job.
Yeah.
Now the thing is about the the money was not available to pay the 2 main stars and the director their normal fees. So Schwarzenegger was in like his prime,
Exactly.
late
yeah.
80s. So in order to make sure that they could go and do this, they decided to split a percentage of the gross profits
Yeah, that
between the
worked out
3
for
of
'em.
them, and ended up making more money than they would have made taking their fees up front because the
Yeah.
film was such a hit. In fact, Schwarzenegger got 20% of the profits and made $35 million through international sales, video and DVD sales, and TV screenings. He earned more money from Twins in 1988 than he did from any of the Terminator movies.
Holy shit,
Wow.
man! Did you catch the Terminator reference?
I'll be
be
back
back.
in the sunglasses.
Yeah.
The sunglasses were also supposed to be a reference, yes. That is crazy that they did that. So the fact that this movie took in $216 million over their 18, so it's an extra $200 million almost in their box office gross. That's crazy. That's crazy. What else is there? Universal needed to know if Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito, and Ivan Reitman were committed to their early on roles because they were under a deadline. They made a deal on a napkin at lunch with agents, and they signed it, and DeVito then had it framed.
Nice.
Really
Yes.
nice.
It's kind of crazy that sometimes those kind of deals go down on a napkin. What is that? There's like a thing that you're actually supposed to do when you're coming up with ideas. You want to write. They call them napkin ideas, where you want to start off with a quick sketch and then start going off from branching out from there when you have ideas on things.
Mhm.
Moving on from this, Arnold Schwarzenegger went on record to state that this film was the best decision he ever made.
I'm sure.
Wow.
I really really enjoyed this. I don't know anybody. Obviously, I was like, man, if anybody's not gonna like this movie, it's Brett. Because anybody else I've ever talked to about Twins, oh yeah, I've seen it. I love that movie. Like,
Right.
it's just, I feel like it's a classic. Like, it's definitely an old '80s classic movie.
If it wasn't Arnold and DeVito, like depending on who it was, there's a chance that I just might, this movie's okay.
Right.
But they make it. So
They did it
Yes,
very well.
they do.
Arnold, I think, this isn't his first comedic role, but it's his first major comedic role. He did other comedic roles in the past, but this one was one where he really got big. So after this movie came out, he got sent so many comedy scripts.
Yeah.
So that's how he did Jingle
How
All the
much
Way.
longer? When did they do Junior?
95, right?
95 or 4, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you could just tell, like, them being on the set together with Junior, like, they just hit it off very easily.
So I just can't get behind the fact that Danny DeVito was like a professor in Junior.
He's
He was
not
a
a
doctor.
professor. He's a doctor. He's like
maternity doctor.
he's a
Yeah.
maternity doctor.
That's
yes,
right. That's right. I just
that's
can't,
what it
I don't-
was. I
it's
was
so
like, I know
weird.
he's a colleague.
That's just out there for his like all of his roles that he's done. you
Yeah.
know?
I really like Junior though. Junior's hilarious.
Holy
shit! When he's like having the contraction. I love that. It was so good.
Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito's characters were named Julius and Vincent, respectively. In 1994, Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta played Jules and Vincent
They did.
in Pulp Fiction, which was executive produced by Danny DeVito.
Oh,
I did not know that Danny DeVito executive produced
Interesting.
that. Huh.
hmm
I didn't know that. That's
Also,
interesting.
Kelly Preston was John Travolta's wife.
Right.
So crazy,
She
crazy.
played Marnie.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I had no idea.
So I'm gonna give this movie a 7. It was enjoyable.
Yeah, I'll go 7.5.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it, and I can watch it at any time, so I give it an 8. But again, I did watch this movie a long
another
time
one
ago
of
for the
those.
first time.
Another
So
one of those.
hence why my brother came down and goes, "Oh, you're watching Twins." Like it's one of those movies we grew up on.
Yeah.
What are you picking?
I got 2 movies to choose from, and they're very apparently they're really big. One of them is an animated movie. Another one's more of a family film. Spirited Away is the animated movie. Came out in 2001. This is on
It's
the
about the horse.
No. That you're thinking of
Spirit, probably. Just.
Spirit, something of the something. That it has an undertitle.
Something of the
Some
something.
Stallion of
Disney-
the Cimarron or
some
something
like
like that?
Disney horse movie.
No. Spirited Away. I'll tell you the synopsis of these.
Okay. And what's the other one?
Bridge to Terabithia.
Okay.
So, Spirited Away is animated during her family's move to the suburbs. A sullen 10-year-old wanders into a world ruled by gods, witches, and spirits, a world where humans are changed into beasts.
What's
So-
the trailer or the movie poster look like? Because I don't remember.
It's just a girl.
Huh. Okay.
Oh,
This is
I
on the
remember
top
that.
30 movies of all time. So, that's why that's on there. And then the other one is Bridge to Terabithia.
And what's that? Because I know the name, but I don't remember anything about that movie whatsoever.
A preteen's life turns upside down when he befriends the new girl in school, and they imagine a whole new fantasy world to escape reality.
Show the picture for that.
Yeah. Show me the poster.
It's
Is
very
that-
blue.
I see, and I don't remember that one either.
Yeah.
I say Bridge.
I say that too.
Bridge to Terabithia stars Josh Hutcherson, who's also in Hunger Games.
Okay.
He's PETA.
Dude,
PETA.
you always look at me. You both
PETA.
look at me whenever you say an actor's name. He's this.
I'm gonna
Okay.
kick you.
I know who he is. I can see who he is. I don't know names very well.
Anna Sophia Robb, which I don't know if you would know her. Zoe Deschanel's in this. Robert Patrick's in it. There's a few other names that we might know, but those are the big ones. Yeah, we'll do Bridge to Terabithia.
Well, that's nice that we chose it because on YouTube, Ashley just said Bridge is a tearjerker.
We don't need a tearjerker, but
Well, I guess we're watching
it's
a tearjerker.
better to have something a little different this time because
Yeah.
we've been doing all these like.
If
outdoor
it can
movies.
grip me emotionally and pull at my heartstrings, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's what it's supposed
I
to
will
do.
save Spirited Away though because that one is a big one.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on from there, I do have a few things to talk about. We should get into the fan question first because it deals with video games, and I got some stuff to deal with that too. There are some cool things on that. I'm gonna pull this up.
Excuse me while
Dead
I
air.
whip this out.
And you guys can talk too.
I mean, you can talk too. This is an audio show.
It is. It's not just me. So, the world runs on video game logic. What is the first thing you do? There's a lot of stuff that you can answer this with. You can go crazy, you can go standard, basic.
I mean, I could start. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna base my answer off of The Sims. Because when I play The Sims, I feel like when I play it, my intention is to make this my life.
Right.
But in a crazy way. So I usually put in the cheat codes to get like the most expensive house.
You do cheat codes on Sims. It's so weird.
I know, but they like let you do it though. Like they almost post these kind of things. So you can start off by like
they let you
basically having unlimited simoleons, so they're their currency.
Yeah.
I usually start off that, so unlimited money, so I
Right.
can build whatever I want and buy all the upgraded stuff so it doesn't catch fire and burn.
Yeah, you don't want it to do that.
And then usually what I do is make a lot of friends and then make them mad at each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watch.
You also try in The Sims. You also try to become a lover to everybody.
I do. I try to be everybody's partner.
Try to be a hoe.
I do. I really do. I'm like the biggest slut in Sims history. Like I will make anybody when I first start. I make anybody my friend and eventually my lover, and then they all try to come over at the same time, and then they get pissed at each other. And there's this clip I have somewhere where this guy's leaving because he's pissed off that I just fucked his girlfriend upstairs. And he throws my trash can and I'm yelling at him and then I just go, vanilla. Is what I said.
You have that clip on Twitch.
I have it somewhere. It's hilarious. I'm like, vanilla.
You're like, oh, I said he's vanilla.
Like I'm like, your sex was vanilla. Get out of here. But yeah, no, it's hilarious to like make relationships in The Sims and then just start shit with everybody.
Right, exactly.
I know, that's usually what I do.
For me, I check my stats like The Sims and find out what's wrong. That's what I want to do. Like find out what I need to fix, like as far as what'll make me happy. Where's my happiness? Where, do I need to go to the bathroom?
Like your sim levels.
My hygiene
do you
level?
really have to pee?
What's my hygiene level really?
Do you have like the stink cloud around you?
Exactly. Am I happy in my environment? That kind of thing that I might not really know. Those
I
things.
also tried to pick the occupation that gives me the most money, but where I also
Actually?
don't work like every day.
Oh, okay. I think mostly I'm always like doing something. If I'm actually going to The Sims, I would be doing something online. Doing online.
Because you can
stuff,
pick like an occupation where you work Monday through Friday, and you like
But
literally
we are
never
thinking so simple-minded.
you
Alex.
never see your sim, but Saturdays and Sundays, and you have to like slow time down. So
Right.
I usually pick, hey, I'm not working.
Like I'm sure like there's we're gonna get answers that are gonna be
I
crazy.
know, right?
Brett, what would you do?
Mine's pretty simple. I would, in kind of, I guess, in terms of similar to GTA or Red Dead, I would carry all my guns at once and not look like I'm carrying any.
I can see you have a weapon wheel.
But you also, yes, he doesn't look like you're carrying
That's
anything, and you're just like, you just see his character pause, and then all of a
A
sudden he has
bazooka comes
he
out
just
like
has
a
a
GTA.
bazooka.
Red Dead made it a little more realistic to
Yeah.
where you have to Red Dead 2. You store your weapons on the horse. So out of all your weapons, you can store so many on your horse,
Yeah.
so many in your weapons locker.
Ah.
So if you want to take, you can take 2 rifles with you, but you have to take them off the horse and they're slung on your back.
Okay.
So you don't
Realism
have
different.
all your weapons
Right.
on your person if you're on foot.
Oh my gosh! Did you ever watch that Rooster Teeth immersion where they did all the video game logic and carried all those weapons and did a whole like battleground
I
run?
think I did, yeah.
One of them just fell over, couldn't even move.
But
I-
GTA 5, all your weapons are in your weapon wheel
Yeah.
at all times, which is ridiculous.
And all
Even
your
armor
bullets.
and parachute and food.
Yes.
No fall damage.
Yeah.
I call no fall damage.
What game doesn't have fall damage?
Some of the
Destiny?
Halos, some
Destiny has
Destiny.
fall damage. Destiny does. Halo doesn't.
Well, I mean, I guess
If you're
Halo
in,
Reach does.
If you're in Mjolnir.
Yeah.
The other thing
But
that I was
Halo
gonna
1
say
you
is
do.
related to GTA. Wear clothing, wear whatever the hell I want.
Your haircut can be done
Something
immediate.
the absolute yes, that's the other thing too. That would
I
be
can have
awesome.
hair.
I could like flick my fingers and click what hairstyle and color at any time, anywhere, along with my outfit. That's also one other thing.
You can wear whatever you want, around the house.
But this is like video game logic in the world, like so I can do it wherever I want at any time. I can be
Exactly.
walking down the street in my underwear, heels, but like a gangster hoodie and a bunch of like gems and like look badass. And I can change my tattoos every day and piercings and where they're at on my body.
Yeah.
But the other thing too about GTA is what I like do when I'm just randomly walking around in GTA and you hear these people on the phone walking by you and they're like, some said this, and I'm like, bitch. You just you just hit them and run away and there's no consequence.
I mean, exactly
There
how
will
the
be.
meme goes.
There could be that sometimes you get
Sometimes you get a
notoriety
star.
for that.
Right.
Sometimes you get a star, but
Well,
that
guys,
brings us to our
I-
meme.
Acquitted of all charges when you go to your apartment and they lose you. Jeez.
Yeah.
5 stars, we have the whole world army out for you. Oh shit, he went to his
You-
apartment.
You can hide and lose the cops.
Yeah.
In GTA 5, it's harder. I can't imagine GTA 6 is going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
And I hope they make it very difficult
Yeah.
so that way it makes them.
I don't know.
world
When
look-
you get 5 stars,
Well,
it can be
and
pretty difficult depending on where you're at
technically,
in the map.
If you're in a car running from them, if you get far enough away, a lot of real law enforcement agencies do not do high speed chases.
No.
They terminate them for safety.
Speaking of high speed chase, we saw a TikTok of a pizza guy who's delivering a Pizza Hut. And
it was a door, like a ring camera.
Yeah, ring camera, and this high speed chase went. It was high speed. It was like maybe 10 miles an hour
was
because
a
they're going through
chase.
the neighborhood, and this vehicle stopped right out front. The pizza driver went to the end of the curb, and the criminal ran by him. The guy tripped him.
He just like while holding the
While
pizzas
holding
that
the
he was
pizza,
trying to
just
deliver, and
tripped
he's
him.
just like put his foot out as the cops are chasing after him, going like, "Stop right there, blah blah." And he just trips him and falls down and whatnot, but he still has the pizzas
The caption
in his
says
hand.
this pizza delivery guy's on a whole nother level.
Mhm.
He's like, "You're a dumbass, man."
You're a dumbass. You're stupid. I was like, I love the logic of
That
that.
was awesome,
Assisting an officer.
right?
Exactly.
At that point in time, yeah, I think you have all the freedom to trip somebody.
Yeah.
Now I can give the argument to people who's like, oh, but I don't play video games. Well, 3 billion people in the world play video games, so you should better get at it, dude. If you can't,
Or you
answer
have
that one.
probably once in your life.
Right, exactly. 6 in 10 gamers have played online multiplayer games. It's kind of crazy. I was looking at some stats on that recently because I was like, I can imagine somebody saying I can't answer this because I don't play video games. Well,
Don't answer then.
exactly. Question of the week on Discord. We got some answers. We got one from Caden, my nephew, said gather resources and survive. So he's more of a Minecraft player, so I can see that answer. Got one from Patrick. Shout out to Patrick here, saying look for some cool power-ups to use. Also attack an enemy and then get to my inventory menu and watch the enemy have to wait until I get out of my inventory to attack. Okay, so he's going more along the lines of Goldeneye. That's really funny. Like the logic of that, it's like pew.
If you pull up the weapon wheel in Red Dead, time slows.
Mhm.
So I mean, there's something to that too.
Got one from Quentin that says test quick save and quick load.
Yeah. Like I'm doing a lot of that in Hitman now, where if it doesn't work, I save before I try something. If it doesn't work, I just reload that spot.
Dude.
A lot
I
of
don't
that
think
in
of that.
Hitman.
I didn't even. Yes, quick save with. Well, Skyrim's the same. Where a lot of people you'd say there's memes where you'd have like the main character be outside of this village and they'd like look at him like, why is he standing there? And you see quick save up in the corner like, oh god. That's normally when you destroy a village just for fun. And we got one from Arrow. And he's more of a wrestling person, so he's gonna give a wrestling answer here. Which, by the way, shout out to him. He had his first wrestling match. I want to give a shout out to Arrow. He's a common person on our Twitch chat, and he has come in before on our podcast as well and chatted with us and listened. He awesome.
I'm like a proud sister just because he's so much younger than us. But he posted his finisher like for his first match on Discord, and it like legit looked like
It was
like
awesome.
a WWE match.
The ring
and-
looks a little softer than the pros,
but
but
he is It was good to
legit.
watch. I was like, holy
Did
shit.
you see
look at you.
the chest slap?
Yeah.
Ho. So shout out to him, by the way. He said do a pump handle running power slam like Booker T and pin people in 1, 2, 3 and celebrate when I win the World Heavyweight Championship and fight Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Okay.
And beat him.
Acknowledge him. You got some answers on Instagram, Alex?
I do. And then there was one on Facebook, I believe, from your sister.
Okay.
We've got Jersey Comic Crew podcast.
Shout out to them.
They basically said the typical what everybody else I think would say, which is upgrade my stats and my money.
Stats and money.
For sure.
Stats and money is
You don't
what
got to
he
worry
said.
about having dirty money because there's no IRS.
Right? No IRS.
I got the one from my sister Samantha on Facebook. She said she did a Sims GIF and said building whatever I want with the unlimited cash cheat code, just like what Alex said. True. Now I played a lot of the first Sims and Sims 2, like those are my main ones, and Alex went crazy on Sims 3, and we never played Sims 4 really.
It's because Sims 4, that's the newest one?
Yeah.
Or the one that you got me last. The only reason why I was about to say it sucks. It doesn't really suck. It's they changed the controls and the way things are from
Right.
like the original way of doing it, and I don't like it at all. And neither do a lot of people. So
Okay. Do you have any others as far as
No, that was it.
answers for that? No? Okay. I got a couple of nerd news articles here. One that's very big that I do need to bring up. Two things actually that are really big that it's kind of like it's huge for us. First of all, Frank O'Connor left Halo, the developer, for 20 years.
why?
I don't know. He just left, departed.
I thought it was Joseph Staten.
It says Frank O'Connor. Longtime Halo developer Frank O'Connor's departure confirmed by Microsoft from IGN. 20 years with the Halo series.
Unless it's just one person versus another person.
Frank O'Connor served in a variety of roles over the course of 20 years with Halo.
Well, that's kind of sad.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean we're going on to someplace else?
I don't know. There's a lot of people.
It kind of
leaving
makes
the
me
Halo
scared when
projects.
when somebody leaves a company
Well,
for
didn't
a
the game
long...
lead just leave last week?
That's Joseph Staten, I'm pretty sure.
No, this is
Maybe
this
that's
is
what it
this
was.
article came out yesterday for Frank O'Connor.
Former
wonder-
Halo creative director Joseph Staten joins Netflix Games. That was a story from one day ago. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Okay,
I'm, saying
I'm like
Joseph
expecting you
Staten
to
as
like.
well.
So people are leaving Halo and going
People
elsewhere.
are leaving 343.
Oh,
Right.
or 3/4. Right. Okay. Well, that's
Microsoft's
sad.
flagship brand is dying. Like it's.
Well, I mean, look at the way Halo is right now.
What is Microsoft's brand?
It used to be like a Halo. I
What?
don't know.
Okay, you think of a brand. I mean, what's Sony's now? Really, they don't really have one either.
When I
so-
think of Sony, I think of Spider-Man.
I think of God of War.
Halo Infinite creative director Joseph Staten departs from 343 Industries to rejoin Xbox Publishing. This was January 19th of 2023.
Oh, that was an older one.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Crazy though. But
Okay.
Frank O'Connor left.
Well, I don't think you talk about what's their, lead license or whatever. Well, when they're not putting out exclusives like they haven't been because they've been buying up studios,
Right.
I mean, you can say Halo, you can say Gears, you can say Forza,
Yeah.
it's kind of,
I think Forza's more the face now.
well, it's the most recent
Most
game.
consistent and highly rated.
They put Forza Horizon 5 came out in 2021. It's always
Yeah.
good, but there hasn't been a Gears since 2018 or 19.
I can imagine it coming
Well,
soon
I guess
now.
Halo came out in
with
2021 also.
the
so
new Unreal. I can imagine the Gears franchise
It'll
getting
be-
a facelift.
eventually, I
Uh,
still think they'll do a collection like the Master Chief collection eventually.
oh yeah.
But I think that will come out before the next Gears game, but they haven't said boo
Yeah.
about it. So
Just announced today, right before the show, Netflix will cease DVD shipping on September 29th.
I did see
2023.
that. I was wondering how many people are even getting DVDs
25
still.
years of DVD Blu-ray shipping.
I know, but
has-
how many people were still actually getting DVDs?
Right. A lot of the Midwest. And Crystal, Patrick's wife who works for, I guess Netflix is out of the cat's out of the bag for that one. She was really sad. That's how I learned.
I'm surprised they kept it up as long as they did.
Yeah.
Me too. I honestly, I didn't
once
even know
the
you could do
streaming
that.
hit big, their whole business model changed. And I suppose if
the
it
whole
was
thing
if it
has,
was
yeah.
still making money, there was no reason to stop. But
I
the
thought it would
demand
continue.
just what for physical disc just wasn't there like it was.
I just
So,
wonder what's going to happen with those who have been, the customer service. Are they going to get transferred? I hope. That'd be great.
Well, I'm sure there's still things that you need for customer service, like, hey, my account's frozen, or hey, like this is happening. Like, there's still
Right.
issues, and there's still need for customer
It-
service for any business.
Right.
it would be naive to think that no layoffs
Did
would
you do the DVD shipping?
for a little bit.
I did
yeah.
too.
But
We did.
We did a
once-
lot of documentaries.
I think once
Yeah.
they started the streaming, I had stopped.
Yeah, and it was only like $7 a month or something for streaming.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good.
It's like
Yep.
doubled
really
in
nice.
price now, isn't it?
But yeah. One other quick thing: Jonathan Majors was dropped by talent manager from domestic violence arrest.
Yep. Don't know where the MCU's going. They were really building him
Alex
up.
and I have already declared if Guardians 3 isn't good, we're done.
I feel like we're just gonna be done.
I'm kind of feeling like
Wasn't
3 is
it
going to be
just
the
a few
ending
months
anyway.
ago you said you're getting into the whatever phase they're in now?
We were, yes.
We were, but we've not
to see
seen
if it was-
anything that's
Because the new phase is just coming out now, and it's
yeah.
not.
We're like, we'll give this phase a try, and so far it's not so good.
No.
And I don't know whether or not this is gonna keep us going.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
I'm more just along the lines of hoping that something else comes in its stake. Like,
Well, I'm excited for what they're doing with like Mario. Like that would be cool if they continue that kind of a franchise as
Yeah.
far as like an MCU. A
Mario Cinematic Universe. Yeah, I said that last week.
Universe.
I said that last week. That was pretty funny.
Or an
Nintendo Cinematic
NCU.
Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mario's more because Mario.
Mario's
is the main.
yeah, it's all based on Mario.
Okay, so we got a couple of games to play on here that are traditions on the show. Alex, do you want to do your stuff first, or want to do $1 Million?
I can do mine.
Yours? Okay.
Yeah.
I got $6 million butts to do. We haven't done this on the show in a
I got
long
6
time.
butts to do.
6 butts. Get $1 million, but what would you do for $1 million? Alex, you did millennial slang on Patrick and Brian's podcast,
I did.
the It Be Like That podcast.
Sure did.
So you still found a way to find more.
Oh, there's always more.
How did you find that?
Oh,
now in a month?
there's a handful.
That's crazy. All
A
right,
handful.
go ahead.
Some of them I know that you've heard before, but it's more along the lines of, do you really know what it means?
Okay.
So we're gonna start off easy. First off, we've got vibe check.
Vibe check?
Vibe check. VIBE. Vibe check.
I'm guessing it's just checking
How they're feeling?
how someone is feeling or whatever.
How the situation is?
Yes, that's what it is. It's used spontaneously to check in on someone to see how they are doing. So getting their
Yes.
vibe, seeing
We
how
had
they're
Vibe
doing.
before, didn't we?
Yeah, we've already had vibe. Yeah.
Like your Vibe. I remember that one being a thing. I was
So
like,
here's
"Ah,
another one.
I hate
Josh,
that."
you might know what this one is.
Probably knowing me.
Main character.
It's giving me main character energy.
Main character.
Main
Yeah.
character.
I'm guessing it's just like
I say this all the time now.
someone who's kind of the lead in a group.
There you go.
Like all the socialness is centered around this one person.
Yes, that's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
actually pretty much what it is, but it's not
Yeah.
considered a good thing.
Oh.
It is
They are
to behave in a self-indulgent or self-absorbed
Yeah.
manner. Example: she won't stop talking about herself. She thinks she's the main character.
Okay.
I say this all the time when people pass me on the road. Like, oh, you think you're the main character today?
I was like, I know what Josh will do. Pink flag.
I don't know.
Girls
that one.
rule.
No,
Pink flag.
pink flag.
Is it one word?
Is
I
it
think
like
it's 2 words,
it's
but
a
it's
celebration of females in some way or another?
no, it has nothing. No. Mm-mm.
Pink flag.
Breast cancer.
Okay, so you know how
awareness?
red flag.
No.
So you know how red flag.
Stay away from girls.
Well, how can I? It's pink. That's universal.
Pink was made for men. Red flag would be something to avoid. Pink flag be something that turns you on.
Well, I would say and not turn you on, but it's not as bad as red, so it's kind of like sort of bad.
Shady.
Brett actually has it. Now that you guys are talking a little bit more about all right. So based on the idea of red flag, pink flag is actually a step down. They aren't huge warning signals, but warning that something is wrong.
Okay.
They can also just hint that this relationship isn't super healthy. So, he's throwing you some pink flags is the like instead of some red
is there
flags,
a flag
it's pink flags.
that would like, oh, they're giving me a good vibe?
I don't know,
Green flag.
gold flags,
Green
green
flag.
flag. I don't know.
Gold
I
flag.
mean, I would just assume in most cases the opposite of
Green beans go.
stop is go, which is green.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's honestly not even a term. I've spent a long time actually looking these up. I've not
Okay.
seen that.
Okay.
Gagged.
Gagged.
Yeah, Gagged or Gagged.
Can you use this in a
I
sentence?
would assume it is someone like they don't like what somebody's doing and they're like gagged. It's making them gag.
Ah.
They're gagged about something.
Disgusted.
No,
No.
but I can give you like a quarter point.
Nah.
To be gagged is to be shocked and amazed, etc. It's
That's pretty
essentially a
close.
synonym
Yeah.
for being loss of words. It could be positive or negative. Example, what do you
Okay.
think of the plot twist of that movie? I was totally gagged.
Ah, yeah, okay. I've heard that before in the phrase, but I never really thought too much about it.
So, and this is another term that I found that I was like, oh, wow, that's kind of interesting. Ate and left no crumbs.
Came and left with no repercussions. Like,
Put it all out on the line. No holds barred kind of situation.
Yeah, actually.
damn
If
it.
you ate something, it means you executed it extremely well.
Right.
Things
So,
can eat too. So if you love food, if you love someone's clothing, for example, you could say those jeans eat. You can
Oh.
also say, by extension, if you really want to knock something out of the park, you'll say eat and leave no crumbs, because you ate so much that not a peck of food was left. So Lewis did so well at that presentation, he ate it up and left no crumbs.
Could you imagine Alex eating with no crumbs?
No,
She's the messiest eater.
I
So
am.
on our way to the hotel, we stopped at this gas station that sold Subway all day, basically. They sold Subway that was made the morning of that was left in a cooler. The bread was the crumbliest bread ever, and I just vacuumed the car.
And I
it
was like,
was refrigerated, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
So Alex is the messiest eater, so I'm already knowing it's going to explode.
I felt so bad. I got all over the
It's
car.
gonna explode.
She ate a muffin one day, and it went all over the floor.
Well, I
so-
will admit, it's hard to eat a sandwich without leaving breadcrumbs.
I
Josh
agree.
can. He's
I
like
am
a
a
clean
magical eater.
I'm a clean eater with like wings. I can eat wings pretty clean.
I think I just give up on wings.
You know what? I'm actually pretty clean with wings.
Well, you eat boneless.
you
wings.
eat boneless. It's not hard to
Fuck you guys.
be. Oh, I'll use a fork. Why am I
Fucking
getting
knife.
sauce everywhere? What's happening here?
Whereas us, we're just like,
Next. Liddy. Litty.
Liddy?
Liddy.
It's lit up. It's exciting. It's a big deal. It's like an abbreviation of that. No, okay.
I don't
Say-
know.
Say that again.
So you know how the saying is, something's lit up. It's exciting. It's a big deal. Well, this is like the
Okay. All right.
abbreviation
All
of
right.
that.
Brett has it then. All right.
Oh.
It literally just isn't another word for cool or exciting. Liddy.
I doing well here.
Yeah, I'm really.
I don't know how to
sucking
pronounce
the
this
show.
one.
What?
It's Guap. Is
Guap?
it guap?
I would assume it's guap.
That's what I want to say, but it doesn't sound right.
I
Guap.
have no idea. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I don't either.
That's not really short for anything.
No, it's not. It
not
just
an
means
acronym,
something.
right?
Is it?
No, it's not an acronym.
WAP.
Guap.
Really good at dancing?
No.
I have no idea.
I didn't think you guys would get this,
This
at
is a
all.
weird one.
It's money or wealth.
WAP is money?
Guap.
Is it another language?
No, this is literally just slang for money or wealth.
Somebody literally just made that up out of letters.
Oh,
It's like, let's
It
get
sounds
two
gross.
consonants and two vowels and see what we can come up with.
Right. Lituation.
Lituation?
You're texting each other back and forth. That you pretty much that's your relationship.
No, it's so you know how you have a. Oh wait, no, lituation.
Lituation.
So it suggests a situation, but what's the lit part?
Oh,
So
exciting
situation.
It is. Good
Yeah.
job. That's exactly what it is. It's a fun and exciting
A
situation.
lituation. You know, that's a nice one. I actually don't mind that one.
And then last one, I don't think I've used this one before, but we all like our acronym, so I found one.
Aha.
You guys are gonna get it. ICYMI.
In case you missed it.
I didn't know that one.
Really?
I didn't. I see it everywhere, and I'm
Like,
always like kind of going
That's
like.
what these gaming sites. That's what they put in front of
I know!
posts that they do multiple times.
And I always look over it like, I don't know that one. I'm just gonna scroll.
Really?
Wow.
You never
And then
knew?
I looked it up. I looked it up today, and I'm like, oh my god, that's what that means.
That is funny, actually. That's
Yes.
very funny.
Yes, that's it. That's it. But the other one that I saw that I see all the time was
If you know,
Illy.
you know.
What?
Illy.
Illy?
ILY.
I love you.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. IY. Wait.
IKYK.
Yeah.
No. IYK.
If you know.
No.
IYK.
YK.
YK.
Yeah.
YK.
Yeah. A kick.
Yeah, there you go. There's your updated slang.
Oh man, we've been updated for 7 years now, and we're still behind.
We're still behind, man.
All right, so I'm trying to make sure we're getting to the last few of the $1 million but where I'm like, man, we might have to expand this a little bit. I was trying to say whether or not we're gonna do this, but $1 million but's been a real staple of this show. Okay, so it's just imagine a scenario and what you would do for $1 million. The only stipulation is you can't change your lifestyle for the most part.
Okay.
All right, $1 million but every time you plug something in for 1 hour, everyone in the city you're currently in will stop at nothing until they've hugged you.
God no.
Brett, you don't like being touched.
Not particularly. And plus, you know how long that would take in this city?
For only an hour though. After
Yeah,
an
but
hour, they'll stop.
For an hour, every time I plug something in, I guess.
How many times a day do you plug something in?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't think I do.
You
so.
can move to the country, I think, and that's not going to be too terrible of a lifestyle.
And then you're gonna have nothing but people that have
I
been
don't
working
know,
on the farm all day.
I would want more than $1 million to do that. So I'm gonna say no.
Yeah. I don't like touching a lot of people. I'm okay with saying no.
I don't like touching a lot of people. I like touching some
When
people.
I hug somebody at a party, I'm like, all right. I mean, you're a handful of 20 people, so I've probably hugged most of them.
Josh, put this scenario out there. Basically, everybody in our neighborhood is gonna knock at our door, and it's time to give Josh a hug because he plugged his phone
I
in.
don't want to hug my neighbor.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you say plug it in. Does that count as your phone charger into your?
It says plug.
So
That's a plug.
Everybody get a wireless charger.
Yeah. Wireless is nice.
How many things in here need to be plugged in?
Yeah,
They're
but
already plugged in.
already plugged in.
Is there anything you have to unplug to plug back in?
Yeah, you
between
have to plug in
streaming
that-
and podcasting.
You have to
I don't do that anymore.
The thing, but you just did it before to plug
Oh,
into the speaker.
that.
You have to plug my headphones in.
I would do that ahead of time. But actually, probably not because I plug in these two items right here, the soundboard. And
Yeah,
then
so I'm gonna stick with no.
I'm going to say no.
I'm gonna say no.
That's
I do not
I
want
think that's
random
the first
people
collective
hugging me.
no we've had.
No.
All right, $1 million but whenever you feel something soft, sports commentators give a play-by-play analysis of your actions. Joe Buck just comes in and starts saying
How much could they say?
he's
about it?
feeling the pillow now.
So you get a commentary every time you go to bed or take a
Right,
nap,
exactly.
or
You
sit
take a
on the
nap.
couch.
You just sat down on this chair.
No, that
that's
would get
soft.
annoying. So no.
Gosh, you don't want anybody following you with a microphone.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily have to be them following you. It could just be like basically
your-
you hear their
in your
voice,
head.
like video game logic style.
Right, floating.
I know it's $1 million.
Like in the Mario movie, like, what? Oh, nobody sees these bricks floating?
Right. Think about all the stuff you feel it's soft. I mean, I'm on this.
I
This
am
is soft.
always wearing something soft.
Yeah, your underpants.
When I'm working from home, it's pajamas
Josh put
all
on a
day.
fresh pair of boxers. Now Josh is. I don't know if we can talk about that.
Wait, were we going into depth as far as other soft things I was touching after that?
Yeah, never mind. That's a no. That's a no.
Oh,
Check
okay.
out this no underarm,
Man, we've
honey.
been
Oh, that's
collectively
soft. Oh,
knowing
shit.
this.
Here we go.
$1 million butt. Whenever you witness an act of kindness, all of your blood comes out and then shortly replenishes shortly after.
Well, I mean, how many acts of kindness do you see a day?
What would you consider an act of kindness?
Holding the door open for somebody.
I do that.
Yeah. Saying hello or good morning.
I say thank you to every single person I can.
Like when we at work, when I have people come in to pick up orders,
I say thank you at every fast food window.
Have a good night.
I don't know why
whatever.
you don't.
Yeah, I say thank you at fast
I
foods.
say thank you. And
I
have
say
a good
thank
day.
you.
No, you don't. You are silent.
Wow, that's rude.
She is. I'll record her next time and I'll show you.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
Do you
I'm
tell your
serious.
clients to have a good day when they
I
leave?
do. You
Good.
can ask anybody. I'm like the
Well,
nicest
you know what?
person.
Actually, it lies because when I have seen you in the zone at home and I asked if this is what you do at work, I don't like that. You don't
okay,
look
that's what I
nice.
do when I'm not in front of clients.
So, what happens? You lose your blood?
It
You lose your blood, but it comes back.
comes back shortly.
I'm gonna
after.
say no because do you know what it's like to lose that amount of blood?
I have had it.
That you're basically having a
Have you given?
I don't want to say a
blood?
near-death situation because technically you're not dying, but you're basically having a death situation and coming back because your blood literally functions every organ, every vessel, every part of your body.
Okay. We got it.
So no.
No. Have you given blood?
I mean, I have blood drawn and put back
That's
all
not
the
the same.
time.
No. Actual like not getting your plasma back. I'm talking
Nothing
like
back.
donating blood,
I
like and having to
don't-
replenish
I
it
don't
your
think
body
so.
itself.
That is a different feeling.
Yeah, you're very weak most of the day.
Very dizzy. I'm only giving a
Dizzy.
pint, maybe. I was 135 pounds when I did that. I can't do that.
Like when
today.
people give too much blood or give like and they're not used
You're
to it,
nauseous,
you are
dizzy.
super nauseous, you're pale, you turn green,
walk.
like you can't walk. It's got to
is
be a
not a
nasty
fun
feeling. So
feeling.
no,
Probably
not even
go
for
with
$1 million.
no. Yeah.
No,
Probably no.
these are rough. All right, $1 million butt. Every time you eat seasoned food, hoo-hoo,
Oh man.
you wake up in an empty grave.
Oh man.
Well, I don't know if there's any food that's not seasoned some way,
Salt is a very heavy preservative.
so probably not.
I like ketchup.
That's a seasoning.
I like ketchup.
Sauce, I guess.
I mean, look at all the wings that I eat. They're seasoned, of course.
True.
Brett, you had enough to eat? No, not yet. I'm about to wake up in a grave. I got to make sure it's worth it.
I mean, if the grave is right outside my apartment,
Yeah.
how bad could it be?
Can you imagine, like, you're trying your best not to eat, like, anything seasoned? Like, it'd be, like, a total, like, hey,
God.
he can't have anything seasoned or else he wakes up in a grave. the
Have you
next
ever
day.
eaten anything
It's just like-
not seasoned?
I've made like
Have you had mashed potatoes not no milk, no nothing, just a potato
I
mash?
don't think so,
I
but
have.
I've had
good.
unseasoned like chicken breasts.
Alex, you are made of a completely different species if you like potatoes like that.
It's good. It's yummy. It's potato.
And I have at
She
least
loves
pepper.
potatoes.
Yeah, but it would be really funny if someone could be like, hey.
Can't even salt it.
Party foul. Here, throw a couple pieces of pepper in Brett's drink. See what
Couple
happens.
pieces of pepper.
Yeah. Like
Specks.
little tiny
I mean,
specks.
what do you call a
Grain, maybe.
grain? A gram?
Put a couple grains of pepper in Brett's drink and spice it up, and he's gonna be like, "Oh shit!" I know I'm gonna say
Didn't
no.
we find something out about those lemons at a restaurant?
What that they have?
They
more
have fecal matter.
yeah, more bacteria on a
I'm
lemon.
sure we all eat a lot of shit,
We
Oh,
probably
that we
do.
don't even know. especially people who have to handle it quite a bit.
True.
Well, yeah, because you're supposed to be using tongs and gloves and things like that. And you know how many people just barehand it?
Well, I meant
Throw it in your
people
drink?
that work with and own animals that
Well,
are
that
literally
too.
picking up shit.
But she washes her hands so
Dude,
frequent.
my hands are so dry. I wash my hands a lot.
Yeah. All
Well,
right, we got
and
our
I
last
think
one.
they've said that most cell phones have.
Oh, the cell
certain
phones.
Oh
are
yeah,
the
your
worst.
cell
on
phone.
Cell
is
phones are
ridiculous.
bad, and I need to sanitize.
I actually
mine.
sanitize mine at work quite a bit, to be
Good.
honest.
Go ahead.
Okay, last one here. $1 million butt. Every time you see someone naked, something you own breaks.
Does that include ourselves? Because if it included ourselves,
No.
I would say no.
No, it does not include ourselves. I don't look at myself nude too often.
Well, if you look down in the shower, you see yourself nude.
Don't you have to look down when you're peeing?
You don't have to.
Don't you need to aim?
I don't have to.
Not if you're in a familiar restroom.
I mean, that toilet I've peed in for the past 20 years.
I mean, I don't have to look because I have to sit and pee, but like...
Of course.
You don't have to look if you're peeing in a urinal because you're right up against it.
True. Or a bucket.
But don't you have to
You don't have to
aim?
look if you're peeing
Okay,
outside.
we're not including ourselves in this anyway.
Okay.
So,
Um,
other people.
no, because I like my stuff. I don't want my stuff to break.
How often do you see someone naked? I mean, I'm not gonna. That's a personal question.
Babe, we're gonna need a new microphone. Why? Oh, I watched porn last night.
I was saying someone. I wasn't saying porn. I was saying a
that's
person.
somebody naked, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I took it to mean
I took it in live, like
real live, which
Yeah.
means all your guys' stuff would be broke.
yeah. DVC.
No,
Like,
we don't
you
see.
would-
We've never seen each other naked.
You all wouldn't have anything that isn't broken.
True.
We'd have to have the show over at Bert's house. You don't want to go over Alex and Josh's house. Why? Right? Everything's
The house
broken
fell down last night.
Alex is half a nudist most of the time anyway. So if her brother wasn't here, she'd be
Yeah, I'd be probably walking around naked quite a bit.
just comfortable that way. It's
Yeah,
just
it's just
we were all
natural,
born
man.
naked, but we all got
Sweet
birthday
is.
suits.
I know. I'll say yes. I don't care.
What?
What?
What
No,
if
you
all
wouldn't.
of this broke?
If I
And
was,
then you have to pay money. You got to spend your $1 million replacing
everything
everything that's broken.
but if I went a long time without breaking anything,
How would you do that?
Yeah.
I would blindfold
Every
myself
time-
every
okay,
time
well.
Josh says that he is getting naked, and I would just. I've seen
Close your
him.
eyes.
I've seen him naked for so many years now that I can just picture it and be like, "Babe, it's worth $1 million."
Okay, that's a one-way street because I'm pretty sure he's not going to give up looking at you naked.
But this is. But what if it's just one of us that takes the $1 million and
True.
he says no?
Oh, okay.
So
I feel
then,
bad
yeah.
for you because
Good-
you get nothing.
Good
for
point.
Well, you might as well make a good night of it, and be like, "Here's the thing that's gonna break."
Like once a year we have an anniversary, and I'm
Well,
like,
I was just thinking,
guys,
can you pick
tonight
what
the
breaks?
blindfold's coming off.
Can you pick what
Prep
breaks?
yourself.
Probably
I
not.
could just give you a whole crew of Chippendales.
Tonight's naked night.
wonder if the amount of people equals the amount of items broken.
Ooh, that's a different
That could be
stipulation.
bad.
That's a different stipulation. But if you get one good night, you're getting one good night.
If I get one good night a year, I better be like, yeah, you just call over like, all of Indiana's male strippers and
Good God. They're not all going to be attractive. I'm certain that like 95%, 99% of them are going to be like,
you know my style. Just go grab them.
Jesus. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to do that.
What if it's just a bunch of pencils that break?
What?
Yeah, what if it's just a box of pencils that break?
Well, again,
It says anything. I mean, what if it
says-
doesn't have to be this room?
it says
True.
something you own will break.
What
That
if
could be your
Pixel?
car.
Pixel.
Something. I don't know.
Oh,
if
yeah,
I'm not going to put like animals in this situation.
That could
But the
be.
car-
I know. I'm still going to say yes. Sure.
Oh.
Why not?
I'd say no.
Why
A lot of no's today.
Why not? It's
Lot
$1
of
million.
no's.
A lot of no's. That's okay. That's okay. Do you guys have anything else you want to touch on?
Nah.
No. So 7 years, and we're gonna go into our plugs now. What's up, Alex?
Babe,
What?
I broke the TV.
You broke. Well, that's what happens when you look at porn. All right, Alex, go ahead and plug your Twitch.
Yeah, if you would like to watch me game, it's twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTE_KITTI. I stream on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings. Last week, I had Friday off, and I was doing Saturday and Sunday. And this week, I'm going to be on Friday, off Saturday, on Sunday.
Yeah, Brett, I can't tell if you're pissed off on the mic because you're so quiet.
Well, when
Oh,
we
play
play,
Gears.
Yeah. No, I wasn't pissed off. I was just. I take it a little more seriously than y'all do. Not that you don't take it seriously.
I don't take it as
but
seriously. I'll be honest.
I play.
He's orange
I play
juice.
Gears seriously in the sense that I try to use the skill that I've learned playing the Gears
Yeah,
games
yeah.
to take out the enemies with ammo.
I
And different enemies require different guns, not ammo.
I didn't know that.
Well, they don't require it, but
Well, I mean,
some
there's
will
the
work
guys
better.
that lead like the
Right.
Scorcher because they're metal, and
I
they
run
need,
out
like,
of I run out of my DMR so fast. My MK14.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that goes
in the
fast.
later waves, I was using that because it's an easy way to get headshots.
Headshots are really
And
good. Yes.
You take down when they start to build up. It takes more shots to drop them.
Yeah.
That's when headshots are good.
I think we
that's
need
when
to
you
up the
just throw down
difficulty
on a
next time.
shotgun
I couldn't figure out how to up the difficulty.
to the face.
I'm sorry, Patrick, but the shotgun in Gears is cheating. It's just you walk
think
up and
so?
you blast.
Oh,
them
I was
and
talking
it
about me. I love the
turns them
shotgun.
into. Well, I know, but Patrick is
The Nasher
specific about
shotgun.
it. The Nasher, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Now,
love it.
Gears 3 had the double barrel.
They did. They had two
And
different shotguns. I love that.
Yeah, it was great because I
Yeah.
used it on the big guys.
I used a double barrel.
because usually it was, especially in the early waves, it was a one-shot kill.
Right.
Turned them into soup.
So if they did bring the Gears of War out in like as far as like a Master Chief Collection style, which is it just needs to be done. I don't
It
know why
does
they
need to be
haven't
done.
a whole collection of it. And they make Gears 3 work like Gears 5, where the camera doesn't wobble like a
Yes.
son of a bitch. I'll play Gears 3 all day, every day
Gears
like
3
that.
is my favorite.
I like
horde.
I
Gears
love
3.
that one map where it's the cliff side.
The
What's that one called?
sandbar.
Sandbar. Yes, I
Sandbar.
love that map.
It's not impossible to play, but it's difficult.
When you're like running in
When
the
you're, like,
ground
doing this.
If you can avoid roadie running, which you really can't, but if you can avoid it, it's
Yeah.
still playable.
Right. I liked it. So we did it on Sunday. I don't know. With all this Halo stuff, what are we playing this weekend? Are we playing Dead Island 2? Are we buying it?
It's getting some decent reviews.
I don't know. I mean, I'd be down to try it out.
We're going to have to buy it then if that's the case.
Do I have to buy it twice?
No.
Okay. Then I'm fine with
we
it.
game share. So probably going to do that. As far as my stream goes, it's twitch.tv/Mr. L. That's MISTERL. You can find me there at least Thursday and Saturday. I don't know about Wednesday because I will be going into work on Thursday this week. So you can find me on there playing probably Grounded and maybe Dead Island 2. We'll see this week. Patrick has a bunch of traveling going on over the next week or so, and I normally game with him. So we normally try to do stuff together. But if it's going to be something that's going to be, that he's going to be gone, I might as well try something else out. Like Rocket League, go back to that. So were you going to say something? Oh. All right. As far as our podcast goes, I'd like if you guys hit that like button on this video. And also, if you are not subscribed to our channel, hit that subscribe button. Jeff said we need a new TV.
Oh, when we were talking about the $1 million thing.
Oh,
That's why I
okay.
said that.
Oh, okay. Hit that bell to be notified when we're live, which is every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, PTOUnlimited, PTOUnlimited_podcast on Instagram. Follow our Discord. You'll see a lot of chats on there, memes and stuff. Also, Arrow put up his most recent his first wrestling match. That was really cool to see. A new thing to check out. And then also make sure you guys are checking out our merch store. Alex is wearing our most current shirt, and you could use the code 7years for free shipping, and that lasts until the end of May.
Number 7.
Number 7. Years.
Capital years.
Capital years. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @_Mr. L.
Brett_wings.
Cute_kitty.
My final note was going to be your reactions to Gears, but we already kind
That's
of
okay.
talked about it. So all I
There
got.
was something I was going to bring up. Crap, I don't remember what it was.
I mean, I got nothing.
You got nothing?
Did you not like? I'm indifferent about checkout as the map.
Oh, yeah, I just chose that
the
because I
map
thought you
on
liked
Gears?
checkout.
Well, we
I go
had
back
that
and
really
forth.
funny video from Checkout on Gears 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Alex wouldn't shut up, and I basically told her to shut up because I couldn't think.
Quiet. You need to think. I don't remember.
I
We were
know,
all
it
down.
just-
We were all down, and I think you were picking us up.
Maybe that's what
you
it
guys
was.
were down, and I was trying to scramble to stay up.
Yeah.
And Alex is going off about them getting behind the counter, and it's Black Friday, and I'm like, quiet. I need to think.
This is some fun.
I don't know.
moments.
It's not. I mean, I like it for that reason when we have fun with it that way. But I
Mhm.
took this time for some reason just a little bit more too serious. So it was like,
Well,
I don't know.
you actually left it on a lower difficulty than what we usually play.
I did,
Is that why?
You
I-
put
It
it.
felt a little too easy.
I
You
need
put it
to-
on beginner, and we usually play one slot up.
I
from
don't know
that.
how to. I don't know how to go up from there. I thought I did.
Oh.
Well,
thought I
Next
said
time then we'll do it on a higher.
I'll do a high difficulty. I'll figure it out.
I don't think anybody. Well, Patrick died once.
Yeah,
Like,
I had to
died
get
and had to get his tags.
Dude, at one point we had like 6 snatchers. Or not snatchers. What are the guys that come grab you? Stranger danger.
Wraiths?
Oh, Sires.
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 Dude, those things are
Yeah, they're a
beasts.
pain.
They grab both of you two.
Yeah, they did.
They don't get to be in
You got
Patrick.
in the ball sack.
I ran up to him because
He
I
said,
was
Eat me!
eat me. I did the Kate
You
thing.
didn't know. Okay. Why
Well,
did you do that?
Because my melee makes him bleed.
Oh.
So if I hit him, his it won't kill him.
Are you trying to cut his ball sack off?
I basically have to hit his weak point and I have to run away. That's what I do with the pouncers as well. If I hit them, they will go down faster, but they
Oh.
they don't die immediately. But it does make them bleed. I have bleeding on my knife.
We don't ever call any of the people by their name.
I
We
do,
I mean, I don't.
only
Well-
because I've played the campaigns.
The
I
balls,
know them.
the man monkeys,
yeah.
the
Juveniles. The balls. The
The
ball sack
balls.
is the snatcher.
ball sack is the snatcher.
Prowler. We knew that one.
What's
Prowler.
What's a prowler?
Is it the
Pouncer?
Pouncer, not the
Pouncer.
Prowler.
Shoots the tail.
That's not called a Prowler.
No, it's a pouncer.
I called the wrong thing then too. I didn't mean to do
I don't know.
that.
Stranger
one that
danger is the
shoots the
dude
spikes
that
from
grabs
his
you.
tail?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
like
a
that
pouncer.
one. I used to hate that one, but I like that enemy actually. It's a new uncommon enemy.
Hmm.
Not as rare. We had perfect boss battles too on that stream too.
We
They
did,
were
yeah.
the
Swarmax and
couple
the,
Swarmax. That's it. And
and the thing you were just saying.
Snatcher.
Snatcher. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. So all right. So that was year 7, guys. We're gonna get out of here. We'll catch you guys next week for the new episode. You guys have a good one. Bye.